Yo, everybody, it's me. How's it going? I got a video for you. This is a video response to James's video, horror masters and their masterpieces, or masters and their masterpieces. Forgive me. Um, this is my list of horror masters. This is gonna be a little bit. Some of these you're probably gonna be like kind of like think differently on, but I'm going for originality here, and some of them are actually like more. One of them is focused on the actor, and one is on the company because I don't know who directed the movie, because I think they're all directed by different people. Anyways, first movie I have here is Sam Raimi's Evil Dead 2. Like I said, this is my personal favorite out of all of them. I like all three. I really wish there was a fourth one that came out. I also like Within the Forest or Within the Woods or whatever. Um, that's actually pretty good. That they have that on YouTube actually. It's split into 4 parts, which this is a good movie. It's one of my personal favorites in the horror comedy genre. It's a good blend of horror and comedy, hence the term horror comedy. Sam Raimi then went on to do like the Spider-Man films. He did a western. I can't remember what it's called though, unfortunately. He then recently did Drag Me to Hell, but I personally think he shouldn't have wasted his time with that and just made another one of these, because we want another Evil Dead. Who's with me? Alright, now this one, he hasn't directed any horror movies in a long time, ever since the 90s, and this is probably his best work. It's Dead Alive by Peter Jackson, and this is just an awesome horror comedy with a lot of splatter, gross out effects. It makes you want to just go, like when you're watching, you're just like, did I just see that? That's just not right. This is all around just a great fun film. It's splattery, it's a masterpiece in my opinion. There's a lot of death, destruction, mayhem, a giant monster. It's awesome. You gotta love this film. Next is a film by Wes Craven. Now some people would either say The Hills Have Eyes or one of the Nightmare on Elm Street films, but I'm gonna, I think he only made the first one. I know he was involved with some of the other sequels, but the one he mainly focused on was the first one and the last one. Anyways, moving on. The one I'm picking is Dracula 2000, simply because no one would ever, I don't think anyone would pick this. Oh man. Oh, sorry, that Monk thing is the last season of Monk is advertising here. And that's kind of depressing, because that's a good show. Wow, I'm getting off track here. Why do they always pick the most depressing songs for, like, depressing stuff? Anyways, Dracula 2000, it's an all-around, great fun horror film. There's some, humor in it, and, I really like the person who played Dracula. He's not the best Dracula, but he did do a good job. I like the backstory they gave Dracula. The plot's good. It has some good action sequences. Anyways, it's a good film. I wouldn't consider it a real classic per se, but it is really good. And if you can just pick up a copy, it's not bad. It's better than Scream and all that. Sorry, I saw the commercial and just makes you think. Makes you think about life. It really does. Makes you really think. Anyways, moving on. Now, the next one is a George Romero film. Now, a lot of people I know would pick one of his Dead films. Now, this one I don't think anyone would pick, because not a lot of people know about it. It's one of my personal favorites that he made, and in general, it's another vampire movie. It's Martin. This is a completely underrated film, and I didn't know this, but they're actually remaking this, and that made me mad. I actually threw something against the wall when I figured that out. Actually, I knew that for a while, but that was a while ago, and I told some people. When I did find out, I was just like, "You son of a!" I took something just like, crap. Anyways, moving on. This is all around a great film. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. It's done really well. He did this before he did Night of the Living Dead. No, wait, not Night of the Living Dead. Dawn of the Dead. It's kind of interesting because let's go into a little bit of history. George Romero made his movie Night of the Living Dead based off of the book I Am Legend, which is about vampires. but his movie is about those things because they don't have a name in that movie. So like he's doing vampires in this one, and he used something different in the Living Dead movies. Just think about it for a minute. It makes sense. Shut up. It does make sense. Quit judging me. Alright, now the next is a movie by Tobe Hooper. It's not Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm gonna say that right now because simply because too many people would pick that. It's not Poltergeist either. It's the movie Life Force. Now I talk about this movie a lot, and that's just because I love this movie. It's terrifying in a way. It's got interesting vampires. It's frightening. It's absolutely first class, most frightening flick since Alien, and that's on the back. It's fast paced. It's fun. It's cool. It's eerie. It's got some pretty cool special effects for the time. I just love this movie. It's awesome. It's 80s. If you can get it for a good price, pick it up because it's that good. Next one is a film by Lucho Fulci, and this is just a generic pick because Zombie, this is the only film I own from him because I don't really know too much of his films. This is a really, really good film. This is a good film. It has some, like, it has a cool end sequence. There's gore, there's splatter, which is gore. There's a lot of zombies in this. Like, it has like this voodoo aspect where it combines like the traditional zombies with like the classic zombies before Romero's creatures. This is just an all-around good film. It's a classic. It's a good zombie film. Like, it's a decent unofficial sequel to. It's a very good unofficial sequel. It's one of the few that you can watch. This is the Blue Underground release, which I think there's an Anchor Bay release, but I don't own that one. Like, if anyone knows where to get the 2-disc Zombie 2 one, tell me because I really want to get that. Now here's another like generic pick. It's a John Carpenter's movie, and this is my favorite out of all of them. Simply because it's Halloween. Mike Myers is the man. You don't mess with Mike Myers. No one messes with Mike Myers, Scott Thorne. You don't do it. Never mess with Mike Myers. You know what? You mess with Mike Myers, don't talk to me. You don't mess with Mike Myers. Why would you mess with Mike Myers? That's just not right. Now, the only movies I like with Mike Myers in this is the first one and the second one. The third one is awesome. I don't care what anyone says. I love the third one. Like, because it was going the way Halloween was supposed to go. Just the whole thing is just that's Halloween and anything can happen. Also, the remake wasn't bad. It was okay, but it wasn't great. Don't kill me. Halloween is just all around a great film, a great slasher. It wasn't the first slasher, that was Black Christmas, I think. This is like all around. This is just a good film. Like, if you haven't, a lot of people it's weird. When I talk to people, they haven't seen this movie. It's really weird. You'd think more people would be attracted to this movie, but they didn't. Like, everyone's seen the sequels though. Like, everyone I talk to, they've seen 2 through whichever one's the last one. They saw the remake, but they never saw the original. Like, one thing is there's very little blood. It's an all-around just good movie, and I can't believe not a lot of people saw this movie. Can you believe that? If you haven't seen this movie, buy it! What are you waiting for? Stop watching this video now and buy it. Okay, anyways, this one is just the company that produced it, the Hammer Films. It's Horror Dracula, which is my favorite Hammer film out of them all because it's another adaptation of Dracula. And if anyone hasn't noticed, it's the most adapted book of all time. That's what I think anyway, because I haven't seen any movie that has been adapted as much as Dracula. And this one's just all around good. Christopher Lee is a great Dracula. I like Bela Lugosi a bit more, but he's like an irritating guy. He's a kid. He's a guy that you don't want to to talk to small children because it involves 2 masters of horror, Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing, and they're both just awesome people. I just love this movie. You gotta check this movie out. It is a classic. Just look at it. I love this movie. I love it. Oh man, I love this movie. Anyways, there's gonna be a part 2.